Cory Holcomb spoke on the tragic death of Reggie Carroll on the 5150 show Tuesday night, and he had a lot more to say than last week. After the DA in Mississippi made a public statement giving more details about what happened the night of Reggie's murder, Cory felt like there was something off about what was said, which I'll play for you all in a minute. First, Cory had to call out folks who were using Reggie's death for profit, as a few fundraisers and events were being announced in his name that were not confirmed or even known of by Reggie's family. I did some research and saw one post that has since been deleted by comedian Henry Jones that I assume was a flyer for an event that displayed a fundraiser for Reggie Carroll. Now, I can't confirm that this was the person Cory was referring to, but the post was absolutely deleted from that account. Cory expressed that he was one of the few who are helping Reggie's family with the transportation of his body from Mississippi back to Baltimore, and encourages others, if you aren't trying to help the family, then don't try to profit off of Reggie's name. Now, as far as the DA goes, here's what was reported by Fox 13 Memphis, as well as the statement by the Mississippi DA, who revealed Reggie Carroll and Trinell Williams, the man who took his life, were actually roommates, and the incident was isolated between just them two and no one else.
Last week in North Mississippi, the district attorney there said today that the suspect, Trinell Williams, and victim, Reggie Carroll, were roommates.
Fox 13's Sierra Jordan joins us live from South Haven tonight. Sierra, you've gotten more details from investigators, in fact, within the past few hours.
That's right, Darcy. DeSoto County District Attorney Matthew Barton says Williams and Carroll both lived in that home where Carroll was shot and killed 1 week ago. He says comedian Cat Williams was not involved with that shooting. Now, we know Carroll was touring with Cat Williams, and sources tell us Trinell Williams was working security on that tour. But Barton confirmed Carroll does not own the home on Burton Lane. It's actually a rental property. But Fox 13 found a notice to vacate that included Onyx Owl LLC, and that is Cat Williams' clothing line. The DA says this will be a lengthy and thorough investigation, and he urges the public to be patient.
I do want to dispel a few, rumors that may be going around. This was an incident between two roommates that knew each other. One of them is from California, one of them is from Maryland. This is not an indication that there's a problem in that community or neighborhood. This is not indicative of a violent crime issue in our city. It's just an isolated event that's limited to those two people involved.
Now, Williams was supposed to have his first court appearance today, but Barton says the defense asked to hold off for another week. He will stay in jail with no bail. Now, coming up at 6, more from the DeSoto County District Attorney about this investigation.
Cory was visibly shook while explaining the situation, wondering as to why Reggie was shot 5 times with a shotgun, claiming this had to be a crime of passion. It is absolutely insane, if true, that Reggie was hit that many times with a high-powered weapon while being unarmed himself, and that is leaving people wondering what really happened that night. Listen to what Cory had to say about it right here.
Let me start off by saying this. It's in the news about, my brother Reggie Carroll and everything, comedian who was murdered in Mississippi. And I want to tell people this because I know that a lot of you don't know this about me. I'm a choice soldier of God, brother. And listen to me when I tell you this, because I want you to know in case you approach me again. And that's, you haven't done anything bad. I'm talking about comedians starting a let's hustle Reggie Just let me tell you now, I'm not the one who is about hustling brothers who passed on unless it's sincere and for the family, okay? It ain't no coincidence I worked Baltimore this weekend. It's no coincidence I worked. So me and Reggie brother are united. We've met and we talk on the phone. He told me he don't know shit about no motherfucking fundraisers or none of this shit. So all the comedians that are trying to hustle the death of somebody, you have to understand, I'm not the one for that. If you want to get at the family and tell the family, hey, we want to do something for Reggie, and you know what I'm saying, just be on the up and up with whatever you doing. If I feel like you are legit, I might turn you on to his brother, because I feel like when you collect money in the name of somebody that passed, don't you think the family needs to know? That's real. I'm just saying, everybody who has intent to do promotions with Reggie as, oh, we doing this show for Reggie, just don't involve me unless you have talked to the family and the family know what's going on. Because, see, my brother is in a situation where he was murdered, and he was murdered in Mississippi. You understand, for the family, they have to get the body from Mississippi to Baltimore. I mean, I'm a motherfucker. Gee, I wouldn't be talking about it if I wasn't standing up and putting my part in. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's people out here who really putting in work with the family to try and make sure our brother, his shell, is sent off right.
I think the body is back. I think so.
You know what I mean when I say that? Like, see, the funeral is for the living, but this body we in, when our soul exits this body, especially with black people, they like to have funerals where you feel better. There's closure. You send the body off right. And I'm saying, like, for the people that's really putting in work to help send our brother body off right, we don't want to hear no sucker shit fundraiser that ain't really going to the family that got to deal with all this shit. Everybody who really know that man know he got kids. If you ain't finna throw nothing on the books, don't call me about sucker shit. I'm not a sucker nigga. I actually think I'm a real nigga. I ain't saying I'm perfect, because I know I'm not, but I ain't with that hustle no dead man body shit. Because if Reggie was alive and you was hustling him, he'll be right there at you looking for his.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine what's going through their heads? He's not right there with them. Like, that must be driving his mom, his lady, his kids.
His kids?
Whatever. Yeah.
They know they dad is out there in Mississippi and then died a horrific
That they don't even
situation know. Because from what I understand, motherfucker, dog, you get hit with a shotgun 5 times.
It's
How the
over.
fuck, what the fuck is that?
A
I
12
got a
gauge.
shotgun. I know what a shotgun do.
Oh,
I know what a shotgun do. Who the fuck shot somebody 5 times with a shotgun? That's a crime of passion or a motherfucking hit. I'm just being honest, man. I ain't never thought 2 men who know each other can get into it where a shotgun get let off 5 times.
That don't sound right.
That's emotional shit.
That's scary.
I'm saying this for a reason. I don't know if it's a fact, but that's what I heard.
You know,
have you ever shot a shotgun, D?
I have. Yeah. I got a semi-automatic
Who
shotgun.
the f shoot a shotgun 5 times?
What's the purpose?
That's a passionate crime.
That's a motherfucker that was scared. Because
I said that for a reason, dog. Because I believe it's all gonna add up to something that makes sense. I wasn't there. I don't know. Who the f buck a shotgun 5 times?
Because let me tell you, Reggie, the type of motherfucker where if you do shoot him and hit him, he's still coming. You get what I'm saying? So
not with a shotgun.
Not with a shotgun,
See, a
right.
shotgun will knock you down.
Yeah.
I know what a shotgun is. That's why I got one. Everybody who love me, get behind me, because I'm pointing this motherfucker that way.
You know, in Mississippi, they got this defense. I think this is going to be interesting when we when they figure out the details. It's called imperfect self-defense, where you don't have to have a legitimate. It doesn't have to be a legitimate reason for you to kill somebody, but if you could prove, even if in error, that you were reasonably in fear for your life, most of the times you could beat a murder charge in Mississippi. It's called imperfect.
But let me tell you something. This is all I know. I'm only speaking the facts because I don't know. But let me tell you something. When that man who they said killed Reggie, let me say that again. That man who they said killed Reggie, arraignment got pushed back. I said,
yeah, you already know.
Some shit going on.
Yeah.
I said, there's some shit. What really happened? I don't know. I can't say. I would be a fool to say. But okay, they say they got a man and he charged with this. But then when it was time to arraign him, it got pushed back.
Yeah.
What that mean? What that mean? I tell you something else that I saw on TV where I'm like, what the fuck is this? I ain't never seen a DA say what somebody ain't, and the investigation has not been closed.
Right.
That means
What the fuck is that? And he looked moist in a motherfucker.
They still working on it. That's kind of,
Nah, man, that dude, I know of
That dude who went up there and talked about what somebody ain't and what somebody not.
Oh, that white boy, yeah.
I was like, who is that? They say it's the DA. And so is it the DA of Mississippi? This is a dumb motherfucker.
But
what the fuck is you talk about what somebody not? And I'm not talking about what somebody is. But have you ever seen somebody come forward before the was closed and say what somebody is not? Thanks, brother.
Right. Yeah, they was.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
I'm like, so they know for sure it's not this. And I don't know. But I'm just saying, what the fuck kind of show for TV is this?
now, it's still too soon, I think.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I know my brother passed. I know that he got to get from Mississippi to Baltimore, where his peoples is at.
Yeah.
So if you out here with a fundraiser or some sucker shit and his people don't know about it and they ain't getting the licks because they gonna need some help to make sure the brother's sent off right. It don't just happen. You have to obviously come up with ways to handle the shit. So if you ain't up with the family on making sure my guy is sent off right, don't. I'm telling you, you just gonna be mad at me because I'm not gonna let you get away with it. I'm gonna say something to you.
Now, what y'all think about what Cory had to say about this whole Reggie Carroll situation? Let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like and subscribe to the GMS show. I'll see y'all later.